Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. Today we are talking neighbors. Are you a good neighbor? Are you neighborly? Drop down in the comments and let me know what type of neighbor you are. I want to know who my neighbors are. I want to know, like I'll be cordial, I'll talk to you, but also I want to know about you. I want to know your family. I want to be living next to someone that's a psycho and we didn't really know anything about in the community. And so I'm not a nosy neighbor, but I want to know what's going on in my neighborhood. Um, I'm also the type of neighbor where I don't tend to report. I'm not the type of neighbor that's going to report you for whatever. So, like for example, I live in a community where we have an HOA that's very restrictive. I mean, if your garbage can is out too long, you're gonna get a letter. If you park anywhere near your grass, like if your tire is just a little itty bitty part of on your grass, you're gonna get a letter. Um, Complaining, I'm not that type of neighbor. I'm not gonna complain. So we've been in the community for quite a while, and I would say we know our neighbors pretty well. I mean, I'm gonna date myself with this, but we had the type of community that was like a Knox Landing type of community. So if you know about that show, you know what I'm talking about. And so for you that are, pretty young, my young viewers, you probably don't know what I'm talking about. But pretty much the community was where like everybody knew each other. Um, we would have, I wouldn't say block parties, but where, one person may have like a barbecue or get together or just want to have a good time any given weekend. We'd all get together, hang out at their house, and so on. Um, we've seen children grow up, uh, look out for one another. So, say, for example, if neighbor across the street was couldn't get off work for a delivery that the neighbor is expecting, one of us would sit in at their house if we were available to wait for the delivery. So pretty easygoing community, knew each other. So I would say in the last five, about the last 5 years, 5, 6 years, we've seen a change in our community where children have grown up, parents have decided downsizing, or just decided traffic has become too bad, which that's just a nightmare in itself here in Florida with so many people moving here where the traffic is just outrageous. And so we've seen a lot of people move away. They want to go further out, less traffic, more land, etc. So we've seen a little change in our community. And so what was once a tight community now has become where you don't really know who your neighbor is now. We've gotten some neighbors that have moved in, and for the most part, most of them keep themselves, which is good. And we have some that have huge families. Um, so we recently got new neighbors, and no one speaks any English, so it's kind of hard to communicate with them. But we'll still try to speak and throw our hands up or whatever. But for the most part, we don't really have any kind of dialogue with them. And um, since they've moved in, they've had several loud, rowdy parties. They have a lot of cars and they park on the grass, which I'm sure they have to be getting notices from the HOA. But for the most part, like I said, I'm not really a neighbor that's going to complain and stuff. But like I said, the loud gatherings that they have, it seems to be weekly. And it seems to not start on Saturdays. It starts on Sundays, Sunday afternoons. And it's not just, you could dismiss it as, okay, football, but no, this started before football season. And it seems to be on, Sundays, like I said, and it's pretty loud. It's not just where you just hear their music. It's like where the bass is like vibrating your walls loud. And so, haven't said anything. The cars, they're up and down the street all times of the night, pretty loud. Drop down in the comments and give me your thoughts. How would you handle this? Would you report them? Would you just, give them an opportunity to get settled in? Maybe they're just celebrating, purchasing their home. It could be the first home. I don't know. Like I said, we don't know anything. But like I said, it's just seeing the neighborhood change so much and so fast. It's just, I don't know. It's a little sad. I don't know. Should I feel a certain way? I don't know. Y'all drop down in the comments to let me know. How would you feel? And also, how would you address the situation with the noise? Would you say something to them, or would you just wait it out and think that somebody else is going to report them to HOA? What would you do? Drop down in the comments and let me know. Well, that's all I have for today. Y'all have a good day. Don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel, and I'll catch you next time. Bye.